going on, everyone? It's Adam here from the Cruiser Company, and welcome to another new product walk around. And this time is obviously the 105 series bull bar. This has been a very long awaited bull bar because what we've come to realize, there isn't actually that many good options for you out there. So we're super stoked to be able to bring bull bars back to these cars and make them look new again, really. It's completely changed how this car looks. It looks super modern now. I'm not sure what year this 105 is, but they're getting old now. Some of them are over 25 years old, so they're definitely getting old. First things first, just let's take a look at this bull bar. It's super tucked up and super tucked in. You can't really get much closer than what we've got. Gives you as much approach angle as physically possible. Heaps of tire clearance in here, heaps of exposed tire as well. So when you're approaching rock steps and things like that, you actually go to the tire rather than your bar, because if you hit your bar on it, you're not going up it. But yeah, the whole design philosophy for all of our bar work is we just want it to look right on the car. We want it to look error correct and just suit essentially just the car itself. So we don't want to do anything wild with a 105. It's actually quite a plain body. Much like all of the older Toyotas, they're a semi-flat front end. This one does have a little bit of curve, but it's not the same as like a 100 or a GU or something like that. It's a little bit flatter, and it's just honestly not a car that you want all hectic angles going on and big chins and just, yeah, it's just not it. So this is the style that we've gone for, which is suiting a lot of cars. This is what I think our 6th bull bar, maybe, at the time of uploading this. Either way, we're going to be making our way through every single car on the market, so we will get there. But so let me know what you think in the comments below of just the design of this bar. I'm stoked with it. I love it. I think it looks really sick. So before we get into the nitty gritty of the bar, one of the most important things about all of our bar work is that it is 100% Australian made, built right here in Victoria. Alongside all of our other bar work, we've been making rear bars for many years now. We've actually got our cross member cut tow bar rear bar on this car. It looks awesome. Honestly, just the best bar you can put on the back of these things. And what we do with those rear bars is they're a full 5mm steel construction and then 10mm mounting plates underneath. And that is the exact same philosophy that we've done with the bull bars, because 5mm steel just fundamentally is a stronger material than something like 3mm. You can kind of make 3mm work if you want to, but then you have to get fancy with all bracing, and it's a lot more, I mean, one, it's a lot more work to build a bar, but also it makes the bar a lot heavier than what you actually expect. People think going 5mm makes it a lot heavier than the 3mm. It's just simply not the case, because we can use less material, we can be closer into the car because it's not going to move, and essentially that just makes it a very similar weight. This bar comes in just in about the mid-60s sort of mark, which is just bang on for a complete steel bull bar. They don't really vary that much unless you just have a huge bar. But yeah, in the mid-60s is about right for a steel bull bar for one of these things. So yeah, as I was saying, 5mm steel, everything, and then 10mm mounting plates underneath. So we've got our 2 center uprights here, and obviously they're also 5mm steel, but they're actually one plate that goes all the way back down to the chassis where it mounts. So this piece that's behind there, going up and down, the uprights, that goes all the way down and is where it mounts. So that is one piece there, and then these are welded on. That is the strongest way to do things. Then another big feature point of all of our bull bars is this hoop. So this is a complete one-piece hoop, so there is no cuts in this or joins or anything like that. It's fully folded on the CNC tube bender at a one piece of tube, and it is fat tube. This is 60.3mm tube, but not only that, this has a 3.9mm wall, so it's 3.9mm thick, which is really, really thick for tube, making it essentially just incredibly strong. And that just sort of adds to the strength of the whole bar. It links the corners together, so if you're to smack here, you have to bend everything to bend this. So basically everything's linked into one. The whole bar is a one-piece design, so there's no bolt-on cradles or anything like that. It's just the most solid way that you're going to be able to build a bull bar, because we know a lot of you out there don't treat your cars very nicely, so we need to make them last. That's pretty much it for the materials. Just touching on, we got our aerial mounting tabs. As you can see, we got a short, stumpy GME aerial on there. There's actually 4 aerial mounts, 2 per tab. So if you really wanted, you can fit 4 aerials. Don't know why you want to, but you can. Just basically gives you the options of what you want to do there. And then they're, again, made out of 5mm steel, so just fundamentally stronger than 3mm, and they've got a little fold and then welded around the tube itself, making it even stronger so that you don't have any vibrations or any movement on them, because if they move a little bit, they're going to eventually snap. So no worries there at all. All right, so coming around to the wing end, this is actually a 35-inch tire, and as you can see, it's tucked in there. It could go a little bit further, but there's still plenty of room there with 35s, so you could fit bigger tires if you wanted to. Then the wing actually has this gusset on the back, making it even stronger. Again, 5mm steel is very hard to bend, but adding in a little bit of extra strength there all the way along in here is just a good thing. Stops it being able to bend in like this. And as you can see from that angle, just the approach angle of this bull bar is just insane. You can't get any more approach angle out of that, out of a full winch bar without touching your chassis rails. It really is just the ultimate, because people use these for some pretty serious four-wheel driving, so you want the best approach angle possible, and also the more approach angle you've got, the better it looks, I reckon. So onto sort of the bolt-ons that you put onto a bull bar. Obviously I mentioned the aerial tabs before. These are the Steady Evos, so they're an 8.5-inch spotlight. I think they're actually slightly smaller or shorter than a standard one, but even in saying that, you're going to have plenty of clearance to fit a full-size 9-inch spotty in there. Then we've got our winch down here, fits a low mount winch. The one in there is an 11 XP run bar. There's actually a big hole up in here that you can still reach the free spool at, which is a good thing. I don't know about you, I hate it when I can't reach free spools. Then onto the lights that come with the bar. So this is an indicator. We went with the clear style just because it looks better than having an orange blob on the front. But basically, anytime you've got a hoop over the headlight, you need to have an indicator. It doesn't matter where the hoop is here. If it's there, you need an indicator in the face of the bar. So that's an ADR approved indicator from Road Vision. Then we've got these really good accessory lights from Road Vision. We really like these. They're super bright and do their job extremely well. Then we'll touch on powder coat. What you're looking at here is satin black powder coat. This is our standard color that we do on every single bar. It actually is honestly one of my favorite colors. Satin black just works. It's shiny, it's durable, and just has a really good look to it, a real traditional look, I suppose. Some people think being traditional is boring and wrong. I think it just looks good and looks right, and that is the whole point of these bars. You can get color coded if you really want. We can do some colors in powdered color coat. Some other ones need to be in paint. If you go paint on a bull bar, I'd heavily recommend against that, just because your bull bar is going to cop lots of things like stone chips, things like that, and paint is just not going to hold up. Whereas powder will be able to hold up a lot better to paint from things like stone chips. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We do all of it in-house, as I said at the start of the video. Build our own powder coating oven, the whole setup. There's a lot of work that's gone into it, so we're pretty stoked with the finished product and how it turns out. But that's pretty much it. That is the 105 series bull bar. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think this is just an awesome addition to this car. This car looks sick now with the tow bar, rear bar, and the bull bar. I don't know, it all just works really well together. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. You can find all the specs on this on the website. Yes, it is airbag compliant. I forgot to mention that before, but for those who care, it is airbag compliant. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.